Hey America, Chef John, get a gourmet. Alright, so we're working on the chorizo chili, and I wanted to make it a red chili. And often with chili, you think just red beans. Second aspect of the evil is materialism. Three evils of society.
In candid terms, he says, you call your 1,000 material devices labor-saving machinery.
I'm gone.
Yet you are forever busy with the multiplying of your machinery.
Black
you
beans.
grow increasingly fatigued, anxious, nervous, dissatisfied.
Beans.
Whatever you have, you want more. Wherever you are, you want to go somewhere else.
I call this the manifest consumer.
Neither time-saving,
everything's oil now. It used to be glass then. Man, gosh. Plastic.
To invent more machinery.
More plastic.
To do more business.
To do more destruction. So sausage, chorizo, little butter. This is beef, grass-fed beef. Excuse me, and a little chorizo right there. And then I cut up some hot, spicy Schanzenberg.
We must turn back the clock of scientific progress.
And that's my meat. That's spicy meat. Alright, and here's my, I was red onions, red pepper, orange bell pepper, and then the little white onion. Okay. I'm going to spice it. Smoky seasoning.
When scientific power outruns moral power, we end up with guided missiles and misguided men.
Where is all that money going? What is about poverty? Gandhi said poverty is the #1 form of violence.
When we foolishly maximize the minimum and minimize the maximum, we sign the warrant for our own day of doom. It is this moral lag in our thing-oriented society that blinds us to the human realities around us, and encourages us in the greed and exploitation which create the sector of poverty in the midst of wealth. Again, we have deluded ourselves into believing the myth that capitalism grew and prospered out of the Protestant ethic of hard work and sacrifice.
He talking some stuff. See, back before 1970, 80%, 60% of everybody was still in churches. And then during the 70s through the 90s, the hugest mass movement away from the churches ever occurred in the church's history. Just little fact. Whoa, that was a lot.
The exploitation of the poor, both black and white, both here and abroad.
That's spicy. One thing about this, see how it's got little green flecks in it? They say, you cannot have enough queso without a little lavandor.
They will forever be poor, giving their energy, their talents, and their limited funds to the consumer market.
Yes.
But reaping few benefits and services in return.
And then
the way to end poverty is to end the exploitation of the poor. Ensure them
exploitation of the poor.
A fair share out of the government services and the nation's resources.
Yeah, houses.
Recently that a national agency be established.
We got to do it ourselves.
Employment for everyone needing it. Nothing is more socially inexcusable than unemployment in this age. In the 30s, when the nation was bankrupt, it instituted such an agency, the WPA. In the present conditions of a nation glutted with resources, it is barbarous to condemn people desiring work for soul-sapping inactivity and poverty. I am convinced that even this one massive act of concern would do more than all the state police and armies of the nation to quell riots and still hatreds. The tragedy is that our materialistic culture does not possess the statesmanship necessary to do it. Victor Hugo could have been thinking of 20th century America when he wrote, "There's always more misery among the lower classes than there is humanity in the higher classes."
Dang. How y'all rich feel about that? I'm 1%. You don't like him at all, huh? That's why you're trying to shut him down, huh?
Time has come for America to face
Because he's talking about white people and black people.
between materialism and humanism.
Now you know.
Must devote at least as much to our children's
Talking about poverty and the
education
children.
and the health of the poor as we do to the care of our automobiles and the building of beautiful, impressive hotels.
This is browning seasoning. How come it is that all these poor people ain't got no teeth out here by the time they're 50? Y'all got real nice cars, huh? Nice
Racial
watches.
injustice and economic injustice cannot be solved
Lots of stocks and
without
bonds.
a radical redistribution of political and economic power.
Corporate power. Destroying our food. Everything's soar and corn. Why? Because they got all the money.
We must further recognize that
Still
the
a
ghetto
little
is a domestic colony.
Yeah.
Black people must develop programs that
White
will
people,
aid
brown
in
people.
the transfer
The
of
ghetto
power
has changed.
and wealth into the hands of residents of the ghetto so that they may in reality control their own destinies.
Their own destinies. Give it all. Why? When do we mold the youth, y'all? I'm back normal
This
today,
is the
except I
meaning
can't
of
find my
new
cumin.
politics. People of goodwill in the larger community must support the black man
Guess I'm out.
in this effort. The final phase of our national sickness is the disease of militarism. Nothing more clearly demonstrates our nation's abuse of military power.
All right, so I'm going to finish this now. He went into the third evil of society, which is war, and you really can't argue that much. He said military, but basically bottom line, war. We've been at war in this country. God, what it's like out of 260 years, we've only had 35 years of peace, and for the last 14 years, we've had so many people in war, and just it's all broke up. So, sugar. Oh, actually, brown sugar. I want this to come. A zuki bean is kind of a sweet bean. A black bean, it has kind of a sweet to it, right? We're gonna back this. We got chorizo in there. Got everything working. I guess you guys can come over here. Okay. You can't see it. All right, there it is. Gonna have to sit there. Cornstarch slurry. I didn't have some things made because the other video loaded and I'm sitting here waiting on dinner. I feel a good things have been happening today, but also some scary things for people, and I'm just praying that everything works out the way I planned it to, which is the way it should work out because I'm smart like that. I've been doing this a long time. It's, you know, and it's funny, I wrote,